I made a video about a month back or so that was detailing my thoughts on Pioneer and don't buy into the hype and hold on to your legacy modern cards. But I have to admit, it's been over a month now since Pioneer has been released, almost two, and I think it's fair to say that Pioneer has been doing better than we thought it would do. At least in my opinion, I think it's a pretty strong format. The cards, the prices, the market seems to be moving towards Pioneer and less so for Modern. I thought things would have stabilized by now. I think some of the Pioneer prices would crash, but to be honest, it looks like they're just climbing and climbing. Modern seems to be the one tanking the most, Legacy as well. Most of my Modern deck collection, as you can see, I have 10 Modern decks that you can watch. I did a video kind of explaining which ones I like the most, which ones I use, and etc. But I think that it's fair to say Pioneer is the real deal right now, which is a bit upsetting, but what are you going to do? It looks like that's where the market is going right now, and you just kind of have to ride the tide, especially someone like me. If you're like me and you're mostly a Modern player and you're a Modern collector, this feels bad. This feels bad, especially right around this time of the year. Usually the market tanks the most, especially for Modern this time of year, and will slowly pick back up again in the spring when there's a little bit more Pro Tours and a little bit more events and GPs. So right now, it looks like Pioneer is on the rise, and even if the prices here, it's just unbelievable. A braid is $250 right now. That's some of the prices are higher than they were in standard because the Pioneer is doing that well. Abrupt Decay is up to almost $9. The Modern Masters 2017 version, which is printed fairly recently. It's wow. Like some of these prices, the original Absorbs, if you want to go old school for your blue-white control Pioneer decks, they are pretty expensive right now. You're looking at $10 for the original Invasion copy. Arclight Phoenix now is kind of steadily back on the rise, and if you were lucky enough to pick up one of the Challenger decks which contained it, I would say hold on to them. Reprints are probably inevitable. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a Pioneer Masters coming up in the next year or two, and maybe they can reprint some cards to make decks more feasible in Pioneer. For example, Burn is absolute trash in Pioneer. Burn is kind of like a staple in every big format. You have Modern Burn, you have Legacy Burn, but you don't really have it in Pioneer so much because there's just not enough powerful cards for Burn. If you got no Lightning Bolt, no Lava Spike, you don't really have a Burn deck much, right? So, just some of these prices. Azorius Charm, who would have thought, especially the foils of Azorius Charm right now. The Iconic Masters one, I think, is pushing over $10 now. I'm sure I have a few of them sitting around somewhere. I've opened a few boxes of Iconic Masters. Unbelievable. Blood Crypt, Dissension, over $20 now. A lot of even the Shocklands, which are still in print, are going up. Breeding Pool, unbelievable these prices. It's $20 for Breeding Pool right now. Ravnica Allegiance. You can that's just rare. Just open a pack of Ravnica Allegiance, and I think we had them on sale at my local game store for $3 for a pack of $3 Canadian. So if you're American, that's a little more than $2. And yeah, so if you're cracking packs, you're lucky to open one. You get a $20 Breeding Pool right there. Pays from well more than the pack. Probably get another. Maybe you probably get another 7 packs for that if you crack it open. Collected Company is on the rise. Charter Course is back up to around $1. It's just unbelievable, these prices. It's a bit of a shame because I sold off a large portion of my Pioneer collection. I traded it in for Modern and Legacy staples during the hype train, which unfortunately it's still going, so I almost wish I held on to some of them. Some prices are actually gone up even higher, and I expect them to keep going up until around, I'd say, spring, and maybe I'm hoping Modern will actually start to see a little bit more play and a little bit more popularity. I just refuse to let go of so many of my modern decks right now. You don't want to sell it when it's this low. I mean, I love modern the most out of any format, and just I can't imagine fetch lands like not being worth something, especially the original fetch lands from like Onslaught, for example, which I have a playset of each. I can't imagine those tanking. I mean, the art is beautiful. They're the original old school border. I mean, I feel like if people just get interested in modern again, that'll really start to skyrocket. You'll see the prices. These are just unbelievable. So, anyways, that's my insight on this, and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic holiday. I am too, and try to enjoy the cards because right now they're just on the up, and just be a little careful when you're investing in cards. I think it's a perfect time to buy modern right now. So if that's a format you're looking to play, or if it's a format you do play, I would try to build some of those decks you've always wanted because this is the absolute perfect time to do so. Anyways, have a fantastic evening.